my gosh, guys, it's the Ultra Mega Village. That's so rare.
The internet is full of people that cheat in their Minecraft speedruns.
There's so many items in the chest. This loot is so insane.
But I think I've found the biggest cheater yet. Let's take a look. This speedrunner spawns right into a village, where after looting some houses, he kills an iron golem that drops iron blocks instead of ingots like it's supposed to. Clearly fake. The runner heads to another village right next to the first, but notice how they randomly go out of their way to grab some sugarcane. Something that doesn't make much sense now, but it will later. He uses a lava pool to quickly make a portal, but instead of lighting it right away, he heads into the village to ruthlessly murder some chickens. But not for the food, for feathers. And here's where things really get crazy. He uses these feathers to craft an elytra, something that is clearly not possible. He uses this new elytra to head back to the first village, where he uses the sugarcane from earlier to trade with a level 1 librarian for ender pearls, a trade that you can only get from clerics, and only from those at level 4. The runner finally heads back to his portal from before and enters the nether, but immediately leaves because he forgot to go into this igloo here and grab the fishing rod from it, inside a barrel that has strangely replaced the normal wood block that's supposed to be there. So this fishing rod must be pretty important, and it is, because back in the nether, he uses it to craft a warped mushroom on a stick, which allows him to now control this strider chilling in a hole here that the runner clearly created himself. He rides the strider all the way to a fortress where he gathers some blaze rods and then rides it all the way back to his portal. He makes Eyes of Ender, heads to the end, kills the dragon, you know the drill. But take note of this player's username, SamIsDead12, a speedrunner who has already appeared in one of my videos over a year ago, where I exposed one of his previous runs for being fake. But here's where things really get interesting. When I looked up his username, I found his account on a mod sharing website, where SamIsDead12 had uploaded a data pack called Speedrun Helper, with a few interesting features, most notably a change in iron golem loot that makes them drop iron blocks, and a custom recipe for crafting elytras. Sound familiar? Well, our runner friend was clearly using this mod in the speedrun we just watched to give himself an unfair advantage. But there's more. If we go to SamIsDead's YouTube channel where he's uploaded these fake runs, we'll see another channel linked to it, Magna Carta, where even more of his speedruns have been uploaded. In this first run, we'll just ignore how he already has 4 levels of XP. SamIsDead drops into a desert temple and actually steps on the pressure plate, but nothing happens, showing that he already disarmed the TNT before the run. He finds a compass in one of the chests, which is not possible, but there's something special about this compass. He follows where it points all the way until he reaches a village, something that makes sense when we take a look at his mod and find code that generates compasses that point to specific structures, such as a village. Next, SamIsDead finds a blacksmith with a ton of iron, way more than possible. He also finds an iron golem in a location that prevents it from moving, something that would only be possible if the golem was spawned manually by Sam, considering this is an invalid spawn location. Next, he accidentally turns the lava into obsidian, but when he mines down, apparently an entire nether portal frame was created, and he totally just plays it off as normal. What? He mines some quartz real quick before heading right back to the overworld, now with just enough levels to enchant his sword with a looting book that he found in the temple earlier. So he'll use this to get a ton of blaze rods, right? Well, yes. But instead of killing blazes, he kills magma cubes, and then crafts the magma cream into blaze rods. Another feature in his illegal mod. Once again, totally playing it off as normal. Now back in the overworld, SamIsDead kills some endermen that drop him a ton of pearls, and then begins to head to the stronghold before crafting a single eye of ender. He just follows the direction of his compass and it leads him right to the stronghold. Awesome. In the next video on this Magna Carta channel, SamIsDead doesn't show his world creation screen, something that right off the bat is very suspicious, if he wasn't already suspicious enough. After spawning in, he ignores this plains biome here and immediately turns around and runs in the opposite direction, instead running directly to a village that he clearly already knew the location of. Inside of a blacksmith, he finds some pretty standard loot alongside a flint, an item that cannot spawn in blacksmiths but that he'll need for a flint and steel. After finishing up with the village, he runs right in the direction of a ruined portal, where right next to it, we can see raw dirt on the ground, most likely from the the remnants of a portal that he made before the run to enter the nether and scope things out. In the ruined portal's chest, the runner finds 5 obsidian, more than the maximum possible of 2, 5 being the perfect amount he needs to complete the portal and head into the nether, where he walks directly to a fortress. What did I say about scoping the nether out before the run? While fighting some blazes, it strangely seems like way too many are spawning, something that's explained when we take a really close look at the spawner and notice that there's actually a second spawner hidden under the first. The blazes he kills also seem to drop ender pearls alongside their blaze rods, thanks to one of the features in Sam is Dead's cheating mod that changes the loot tables for blazes. Sam heads back to his portal despite having far less eyes than a runner would generally opt for, but the portal strangely brings him to a totally new location in the overworld, evidently nowhere near the ruined portal that he originally entered the nether with, likely due to a clever cut in the recording when he was changing dimensions. He's now much closer to the stronghold, and once there, his 5 remaining eyes are the perfect amount for him to complete the portal and enter the end, where the dragon has already lost a ton of health before the runner even entered. Especially strange because all of the crystals are still intact. Something that's particularly interesting about this run, though, is the username of the account Sam is playing on, Candy for Life, where on the account's name MC page, we can find another YouTube channel linked to it, probably made after Sam's original channel was exposed for cheating. But how do we know for sure that this channel belongs to him? Well, let's watch one of the videos. Wait. First, subscribe. Okay, let's watch the video. In this run, the time is sunset from the very start, clearly showing that the runner has already played on this world, as it's supposed to take 10 minutes for a new world to change to night. Next, he heads into a village house where he finds a ton of iron, despite this being a normal house where iron cannot generate. After fighting an iron golem in the least efficient way possible, the runner heads through a snowy biome, and while chopping a tree, falls through powdered snow and right into an ancient city. What? And things get even weirder because as he loots the ancient city, a warden never spawns, even after he triggers one multiple times, and the screeching sound of one spawning plays constantly. This actually confirms that this run was made by Sam is Dead, as there's code in Sam's cheating mod that prevents wardens from spawning, something that is so specific that it couldn't possibly be a coincidence. After looting the ancient city a bit, the runner, or Sam, is now ready to head to the nether, but he'll need a flint and steel. Oh, but that won't be a problem, because he randomly decides to mine some stone and finds gravel under it. I wonder how he knew that there would be gravel in this exact spot. Sam finds a lava pool that conveniently has a very portal-shaped hole in the wall next to it, which he uses to put together a portal and head into the nether, where he has the absolute worst spawn possible. So, after looking around for a bit, he heads back to the overworld, and now has blaze rods and ender pearls somehow in his inventory. Thanks again to code in Sam's mod, that automatically gives a player these items when entering the nether. He heads to the stronghold next and eventually enters the end, where after destroying a crystal, just jumps off the pillar and takes no fall damage. And then another time. This is due once again to the cheating mod that disables fall damage while in the end. Now having destroyed all the crystals, the runner starts using beds to attack the dragon, but runs out while the dragon still has health. But don't worry, he throws some endstone on the ground, and when he picks it back up, he has one more bed, enough to kill the dragon and finish the run, thanks to the final feature, for now, in Sam's mod, which takes 3 endstone and invisibly crafts a bed. This concludes pretty much everything I know so far about Sam is Dead, but who knows, maybe there will be more to this story in the future. Until then, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.